Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be using the Ducati Panigale 1299 S, I think it is, with the RM version. Now Sergio23 has asked me to take a look at this bike and see what lap times I can get here in Laguna Seca. Now I love the American circuit of Laguna Seca, I do very much enjoy it, and it's been a while since I've used an RM1000. Probably the last time I used an RM1000 was the Yamaha that Sergio made me a livery for. So keen to see how we get on with this one, keen to see what we can do here in Laguna Seca. It's been a while, but I'm happy to be back here in the Californian circuit. I do very much enjoy this track. I think it's really good, and I always have a good time here in Laguna Seca. So for the first bit then, we're going to be getting used to the bike. I'm currently running anti-wheelie 2, engine brake 2, but with traction control completely turned off. I think the lap times could be better without anti-wheelie at all, but for now, getting back into it, getting used to the 1000cc's, I think I'm happy to stick with 2 for now. I do find from MotoGP back over to Ride 4, the electronics of course so strong in MotoGP that the bikes feel a little bit strange when you come back to Ride 4. But anyway, we will complete our first lap. The goal today is to aim roughly around a 118 lap, so I'm hoping we can get into the 118s, and across the line it's going to be a pretty decent lap actually, a 119.067 in the first lap. So now it's down to us to try and beat the Ghost, or at least not get too distracted by the Ghost, and try and beat the lap time of a 118. Now I will tell you, I really don't like the Ghost in any online sort of lobby or whatever, or any game. I find it very frustrating and very distracting. And in this video I could not help but to get distracted by the Ghost. I don't know what it was, but it just kept stealing my attention every single time I was on an important lap. So I'm keen to see how it looks, because I did get rather frustrated with the Ghost a few times, and I really wish that I could just turn it off. I know I can, but I know you guys like the Ghost, so I'm kind of leaving it on for your benefit. For me, I hate the Ghost. I'd rather just turn it off and never see the Ghost again. There is a few occasions where the Ghost can be useful. I remember being up against Sacred Meerkat's Ghost in the French Riviera circuit for the Aprilia, where he was using the Honda, and it was interesting to see where he was faster and where I was faster. That actually gave me the motivation to continue, because I could see the Ghost and how close I was getting to it. But ignoring the Ghost for now, across the line we will go, and that is the 1 minute 18 lap time we were looking for, 118.967 on board the Ducati Panigale. Very close to invalidating the lap there. You go too wide to the right hand side before the Andretti hairpin, it does usually invalidate your lap, so be very careful upon the brakes into turn 1. So a bit of a guide for you. Keep well off the rumble strips in this circuit. I think they're absolutely dire, really dangerous. There's the wheelie glitch. Just in case you weren't expecting to see the wheelie glitch in this video, you are mistaken. The most unavoidable and spontaneous glitch within Ride 4. That's a damn shame, because we were quite strong into the first sector. But sticking with the theme of avoiding the rumble strips, I cannot stress that enough. There's a couple of points, especially the first couple of corners. It's just lethal, really lethal curbs, and not too bad in some areas. Like you can actually get away with going into the corkscrew there, but of course you will lose time. So into the left hand side for the rainy curve. Never really find a good balance for rainy curve. I can never find where I really want to get the angle. I can either go tight or I go wide. Just never really particularly like the way I enter the 9th corner. So a bit of a shame going into the victory corner there as well. We made a mistake. So we did lose a bit of time. Not too much in the sense of the straight, but we are getting a bit too wide and touching the sand there. That has cost us at least a couple of tenths of a second already to start lap 4. So with 3 laps completed already, 1 in the 118 and 1 very close. Of course, the lap we just had wasn't very promising, but keeping off the rumble strip and getting over to the right hand side, aim for a nice and tight. Don't go wide, because you will get caught on the rumble strip just like that. So you must avoid that rumble strip at all costs. It is the most deadliest here in Laguna Seca. So for tyre wear, I do believe I've got a medium front and a soft rear. In fact, that might be the other way around. Soft front, medium rear. You'll see towards the end when I look at that one. But for now, charging down in towards the corkscrew, braking at the sort of different coloured rumble strip is where I always start to brake upon the entry of the curb. So now into change of direction for the corkscrew. We're right on it now. Tight apex for the rainy curve. Keep it over to the left-hand side because you've got to get this launch here. You've got to aim for the right apex here. Really go for the tight apex if you can. And then be careful on the acceleration as you lean it out. And there's me trying to outbrake the Ghost. That's another instance where the Ghost has got in my way and I've just completely lost my train of thought. In that instance, I was trying to outbrake the Ghost, but of course I did it so well last time around that there was no need to outbrake the Ghost, and there is me invalidating the lap. So this is not a great lap time for me. This is not a great compilation of laps. It was more so my frustration with the Ghost which was really stopping me. So I do a lap after this one so you can see the difference in one lap without the Ghost and a few laps with the Ghost. But not particularly disappointed with my rhythm. It's not too bad. We're very close to the 119s or 1 high 18s. So it's not bad, but I do feel I could do a lot better than this. There's a couple of corners, especially going into there for the left-hander there. Messed that one up. We were up by 0.3 of a second. Of course, this is a lap time that wouldn't really count because it was already invalidated the second it started pretty much. But as you can see, still on it. Still very much on it. I did a 10-lap race with the Ducati before doing this video, and I thought maybe it would have been better just to do a lap time so we could see the actual lap times we were getting. But I was consistently into the 119s, either 119 flat, high 118s, or even a high 119, depending on mistakes. But now across the line we will go. This is going to be probably my last lap with the Ghost, and then I'll show you the comparison, what it's like against without the Ghost, of course, without our transparent friend. But into the left-hand side for the Andretti hairpin. Careful on the acceleration there. You can really spin up the rear and cost yourself a lot of time. So into the tightest part of turn 3. Bringing on the power and avoiding the rumble strip. Brake nice and early. Just as you reach that braking marker on the left-hand side there, bring on the power. And as you approach the Mother's Bend here to the left-hand side, start braking in and get the rear tyre going in. Get the rear tyre spinning out there. I like to see a bit of rear brake abusement into that part. So now into the left-hand side, braking at the bridge and keeping it in tight. We lost a bit of time just by eclipsing the apex there. Just that little bit of a clip there, and that slows us down dramatically. But now into the corkscrew, nice and tight to the apex, back over to the right. That's a beautiful entry there. Look at that entrance there. That was how you tackle the second part of the corkscrew. So providing we don't lose our concentration now or get distracted by the Ghost, we should have another 118 lap time here. So on the brakes we will go nice and... oh, I've run it deep. That's too deep. Oh, and the Ghost. The bloody Ghost has gone through again. Get rid of that Ghost. I cannot wait to get rid of it. So back to the grind once more. I've got a lap for you without the Ghost. Now, this is one lap straight after the Ghost. This is going to be the difference with that horrible transparent friend of ours. I would recommend for everyone to try doing laps without the Ghost. Do not rely on the Ghost. Try and avoid it if you can. And just give it a try without. See the difference. See how you feel without it. I find that I'm not distracted. I'm not trying to beat it. I'm not trying to race the Ghost. I'm just trying to focus on doing the lap times and focus on my own abilities going into some of these corners. Because of course Laguna Seca is a very fast and flowing track, but with a really important stopping and start bits, which can be really crucial for a lap time. So going into the left-hander there, that's a mistake from my behalf. But onto the firm part of the tyre, braking in towards the corkscrew, keep it in nice and tight here, and then as you line the bike up, launch it over to the right-hand side and back over to the left. So it's a 55-second flat so far for this lap, just a 1/10 of a second up. Which should be an improvement depending how we do in the final corner. So bringing on the power, avoiding that strip there, and then hard on the brakes. Into turn 11, nice and tight for the victory. We bring on the power, and hopefully that is an improvement on the 118 lap time across the line, and it is a 118.868. So there you are then, guys. Those are my lap times on screen. One without the Ghost and the other 6 with the Ghost. And I'm happy to say we got into the 118s, but I'm sure we could do a lot better than that. But guys, thanks for watching as always. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. So be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and consider becoming a member of the DrAce channel for perks and other extra stuff. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now, with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.